Hello, fire signs. Welcome to your reading for the full moon, super moon in Sagittarius, which is basically this evening, Australia time. So welcome to everyone that is joining me. This reading is going to be past, present, future style. So a few little disclaimers with my readings. When I mention masculine or feminine energies, it is specifically about energy because we both, all men and women, embody masculine and feminine energies. So it might actually be something that's actually going on within yourself. It can also be in relation to somebody that you're dealing with or somebody that's close to you that you're involved in their life. So their story might be leaking into yours as far as the reading is concerned, just to give you some guidance. So let us begin. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for Aries, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos, which are the fire signs. Okay, so we will start off with one Moonology Oracle card just to see the overall energy, what the fire signs are going to be dealing with for this super full moon in Sagittarius. Archangel Michael. Ooh, straight away. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So some of you guys are really on edge, highly strung, getting a little stressed or agitated about things. I'm going to pull two more, getting the feeling that's more appropriate. So I feel like that's actually for Aries. Aries, Sagittarius, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. That is the card for Sagittarius. And then what do we have for Leo, please, Archangel Michael? The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. There you go. So let us get into this reading. It will be a past, present, future style. Let's see what our guides have for us. Let's just start with 6 cards. So it'll be the subject, a clarifier, the subject, a clarifier, the subject, a clarifier. So it's 3 major subjects on the past, present, and future, whatever is going on. It's almost like with the past. It'll give you the background on what we're talking about in the present section and in the future. So, let's see what we have. Alright, I'm being told that is in that shuffle. I'm just going to actually pull the cards slightly differently this time for those of you that have seen my readings before. This is going to get a bit of a change up. Okay, I'm told that's enough. So, the past. Sorry. Cards are sticking in my head. Then we have the present, and then we have the future. Okay. Let us see what we have. For the past, the first card is the Death card, the card of transformation, also the Scorpio card. So something major came to an end, but it was divinely destined because it was leaving you broke, basically, what I'm getting from that. Then we have the 7 of Wands, about having to stand your ground and asserting yourself and having to fight for your position in life, in whatever it may be, whether it's in the workplace, something like that. Knight of Swords is about speaking your truth. So having to stand up for yourself and speaking your own truth is pretty much what's going on there. And then the last 2 cards for the past, got the Hermit card about isolation, going inward, and the Virgo energy as well. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, about the wheel of karma turning in your favor, whether you've been a good munchkin or a bad munchkin. Either way, the Wheel of Fortune will always start turning, and if you've been naughty, you'll get you'll get the consequences of what you have sown, basically, okay? To put it short and sweet. Alright, so let us look at the present energy. What do we have? 3 of Pentacles, about hard work, collaboration, recognition even. And then we have the Magician, about manifestation. So it's almost like you've manifested a dynamic in the current energy from today on into the next 2 weeks to 6 months. an energy of gaining recognition for who you are, and maybe even some of your spiritual stuff. This could actually be gaining recognition for your spiritual business for some of you. Then we have the Page of Wands, or the Knave of, Wands, Pentacles. It's the Page of Pentacles. It's a messenger about something very, very heartfelt, something in the physical world that you cherish very, very deeply, and the wolves are howling. I believe it may be a Queen of Pentacles that you feel very, very deeply about. You could be the Queen of Pentacles that somebody feels very, very deeply about, actually. Interesting. Okay, and then the last two cards, Ace of Wands, which is about taking action, divinely guided action about something in the physical world, and the Eight of Cups, which is actually walking away from something, or possibly returning to something that you have once walked away from. Could it be this Queen of Pentacles is someone that you may have walked away from, and you might be considering a return to their existence? Look at the future cards. I've got the Four of Swords, the card telling you that you need to rest, get mental clarity, okay? So if you're not sleeping enough, you're not going to be thinking straight. And it's because you're feeling stuck, basically, with the Eight of Swords being the clarifier for it. Then we have the Star, the card of healing and a wish being granted from the universe. Basically something very, very heartfelt that your soul has wanted for a long time. And for some of you, this could be healing of childhood trauma and childhood issues as well, I just heard. And it's coupled with the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be about wanting to heal a dynamic with the Queen of Pentacles, because you see the potential of building something which could be like the legacy that you leave behind, like with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Ten of Pentacles is never having to worry about bills or money ever again kind of energy. So that's major potential there if you see that. And then we have finally the Judgment card, accompanied with the Four of Cups. So judgments are about epiphanies, enlightenment, realizations, second chances even. But the Four of Cups is about not being able to see the love that's being offered to you. So let us look at these cards a little deeper. I might pull some clarifiers as we go into this, but let's go. So, in the past, my lovely fire signs, we had the Death card with the Four of Pentacles. So something was put to an end, something that was leaving you broke, feeling like you had no resources in the physical world. Like, this could have been a situation with a draining partner who was depleting your finances and always ending up broke themselves, or pretending that they were broke so that you could be picking up the bill, basically, that kind of an energy. But whatever it was, whether it was your own behavior patterns, it could be lifestyle, they could be addictions that you had that you decided to put an end to because they were leaving you broke and worrying about how you're going to make ends meet from payday to payday. So the Death card doesn't really clarify exactly what this is talking about, so I will pull a clarifier on that. However, there was a dynamic in the past for some of you, or a lot of you, where something or someone or a situation in your life was leaving your finances very, very depleted, and worrying about how you're going to survive and not able to save for a rainy day kind of thing. So what is this situation in the Death card, please? Archangel Michael. Okay, wow, okay. The Archangel Michael card comes out, and then the Ace of Pentacles comes out as well. So you've put an end to something where you weren't actually able to speak your truth. It was like this situation that's come to an end was an oppressive dynamic. It could have been in the workplace where you weren't able to sort of stand up for yourself and earn the money that you were fairly meant to earn. It was like you were being used, like overworked and underpaid. And if you tried to speak up, it was not happening. It was falling on deaf ears, I just heard. So whether this is in the workplace or some other dynamic in your life, there was an imbalance here where you were muzzled. I feel like this card should actually be in reverse, but I just heard you were muzzled, and my throat chakra's playing up, and I need to clear my throat. So it was like either you weren't able to speak your truth in this situation that's come to an end, or you were being restricted from speaking your truth. But the reason why you were being restricted was because there was a dynamic of this person was making this situation, or this person was making money off you in some way, shape, or form. So you were kind of like their bankroll, and they didn't want the situation come to an end, but they were the ones leaving you depleted without any money every payday kind of thing. So I really feel like this could be in personal situations, partnerships, friendships even. family ships, but that's come to an end. So that's a really, really good thing, because I feel like you had to stand your ground and kind of start speaking your truth, because enough was enough. And as soon as I said you had to start speaking your truth because enough was enough, my eyes go to this crow that's howling. Not howling, going off. Let's just say that. Okay? But this crow is no longer holding back, even though there's another crow in front of him, kind of like blocking him from moving forward and speaking his truth and being who he needs to be. He's able to do that, he or she in this case. But I really feel like this is a masculine energy for some reason. Okay, but I really feel like the restrictions were taken away and the mental blockages were taken away, and you were able to speak your truth. You were able to stand your ground and kind of go, no, I I'm giving as good as I can. You're taking more from this situation than is fair, and I kind of don't need this crap. And you spoke your truth and you asserted yourself. And I feel like that kind of there's no tower card here, but I feel like that may have either fizzled out the dynamic that was draining you, or it has kind of taken it away from your life, because then you went into hermit mode. And you'll notice that these are two major arcana cards together in the past. So this is divinely guided changes that have happened in your life. Okay. I just saw 11:18 turn to 11:19 on the clock. So I'm not sure if angel numbers are your thing, but if they are, maybe check that out if this reading is resonating for you. So with the Hermit card, it's about going into isolation, seeking guidance from your own soul and your higher self, quietening the mind, and really truly facing your own self, facing your own shadow. In this card as well, it's really well depicted. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this cat is actually staring at his own reflection in the mirror. And it's like, it's very dark, so it's almost like he's staring at his own shadow self. And that's what it is. It's almost like you had to go into isolation and get to know your own inner self, and understanding that your shadow is created by the sum of what was done to you and what you have done in your life. Okay, it truly is. And the baggage that you accumulate from that. So I feel like a lot of you have done some very, very deep shadow work, but it was divinely destined and divinely guided, because it's a time for you to become a better version of yourself. And it's like we stumble and fall sometimes and become shitty versions of ourselves, and don't stand up for ourselves, and don't assert ourselves, and don't love ourselves enough to be fair to ourselves above other people. And we kind of beat ourselves up about that. And I feel like for some of you, there is that energy where you beat yourself up about it, but everything happens for a reason. Every connection that comes into your life is for a reason. This is why this solitude that you went into, excuse me, in the recent past has actually been really, really good for your soul, your heart and soul, I just heard. And that is divinely guided, because you can't go through long-term sort of periods of depression, I guess you could call it. Because when you're getting used and abused by people that you care about, it will lead to you feeling quite down. Okay, excuse me. Let's us move into the present energy. So, we have the Three of Pentacles, accompanied by the Magician. So, Three of Pentacles is about recognition. People sort of, this could be in the workplace, this could also be with friends or family and things like that. It's almost like you manifested this recognition or this realization, whatever it is. But with the Three of Pentacles, it's about people coming together and collaborating. And it can also be about people singing your praises, basically, of how far you've come, what you've accomplished, the shifts that you've made in your life, or what your manifesting capabilities are, whatever the case may be. But this is an energy of recognition coming into your life, whether this is recognition of connections and bonds that you've had in your life, whether this is recognition in regards to something else. Let's just put the clarifier on that, because Three of Pentacles is way too vague. But this could also be like an inner work thing where, now my eyes are going to the Death card. The Three of Pentacles could be you having some realizations and recognizing your own shadow and light traits, and realizing that they were kind of accumulated over time. That cat in the Death card is actually holding an hourglass. So it's kind of like, I feel like there's this expectation that you're going to heal rapidly, whatever it is that you're working on healing at the moment, but you need to recognize that the wounds that created the damage that you're trying to heal were created over long-term experience, let's call it. We won't call it abuse, but it is what it is. But for a lot of us, we've had 5-10 years of very, very toxic dynamics, unhealthy dynamics that have brought us down and sort of depleted our self-worth and things like that. So it can be about something like that, but that recognition and that realization that, hey, it took a really long time to create this wound and this shadow, so it's not going to be like that when I want to heal it. Okay? It's not going to. But please clarify the Three of Pentacles. What is this Three of Pentacles about? Okay. So in reverse. So it's realizing or recognizing what's blocking you from moving forward in life at the moment, and what's possibly blocking your manifestations as well. But let's clarify the Magician, please. Wow. Okay. So it's like your manifestation ability is directly linked with your spiritual evolution and your ascension, basically. So that's beautiful. And this realization of the fact that you've actually got some blocks is coming from your higher self. And it's coming from the time that you've been connecting with your higher self and your soul in recent times as well, because some of these lunar events that we've had recently have been extremely powerful. And they're creating changes and triggering events within our soul and our hearts that we have no control over and are all divinely destined. Excuse me. Okay, so moving on into the into the present energy still. We've got the Page of, or the Knave of Pentacles, accompanied by the Queen of Pentacles. So, the Knave of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, is usually a messenger. And in the traditional tarot, he's holding a gigantic pentacle very, very close to his heart. He's holding it on his hand and he's staring at it very, very lovingly. And I really feel like this is this page that sort of had a few epiphanies and a few realizations and is recognizing what may have stopped him or her from moving forward in regards to certain things in their life in the past, and now being able to sort of recognize and speak and accept their truth. And I believe this has something to do with whether they are able to embody the Queen of Pentacles energy and be the queen of their own domain, queen or king, it doesn't matter. But whether that's about you, yourself, having this realization about yourself, what it takes for you to be able to take control of your life. If you're feeling out of control or you've been feeling stuck in these imbalanced connections that you've had in the past, for some of you that it's in regards to spiritual business where you haven't been able to get things off the ground, you've had to make ends meet, you've had to struggle, but you're still standing your ground because you know this is your path, you know this is your purpose, you know this is where you're supposed to be, and it's just this very, very slow sort of energy with earth sign energy as well. It's always a slow evolution, okay? And with the Page Pentacles, it's a messenger. So it's this epiphany, realization, messenger energy, where this could be an inside job or this could actually be you or somebody else reaching out to you, speaking up in regards to this desire to either be the Queen of Pentacles or the fact that they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe there's a connection here that they'd like to either rekindle or begin from the ground up, whatever the case may be. Because when I'm looking at the way these cards are set up, beneath the Knave of Pentacles, we've got the Star card, which is about healing, as well as it can be, bringing balance into a connection that has had problems in it in the past. But let us move on in the current energy. We've got the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Cups. As I had said, Ace of Wands is about divinely guided action. In the traditional tarot, it is a hand coming out of the sky is holding a wand, and it's lightning and thunder. It's almost like divinely guided and inspired action where the sky opens up and you know what you need to do and you are off on your horse. You know it and you're going to do it. Wands is very much assertive, physical, fire energy. Okay, so very, very masculine, go get 'em kind of energy I'm getting from this. And whether this is what I'm saying, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles might be somebody that you may have walked away from in the past, and you're kind of guided to take action in the physical world regarding returning to this person, for some of you. And for others of you, I feel like this is an inside job. This is about you becoming Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a great business person, a mother, a leader, a matriarch, okay? She is the divine feminine in all her awesomeness, okay? So I really feel like for some of you, this divine feminine Queen of Pentacles that you may have walked away from in the past, and you really in the current energy, you might be speaking up, you might be connecting with this person, you might have a message for this person, but I feel like you might want to take action towards reconnecting with this person. Now, whether or not they're open to that, that is entirely up to them. The gods can't tell us about everybody's situation. However, this could also be in regards to some people walking away, because the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot, it's about walking away from something that you love, because the head over heart decision of, your self-worth is more important. So I feel like either you have walked away from somebody in the past that you might be returning to, or at the moment you're actually considering walking away from someone, whether it's the Queen of Pentacles or it's the person in the past where a death of a situation has come about. So the one that was oppressing you basically and not allowing you to speak your truth. So Eight of Cups, always about either walking away or coming back, and I feel like I'm being shown, if I pull a clarifier for it, I'm just going to get the Eight of Cups again. So we won't do that. All right, moving into the future energy. So with the future energy, we have the Four of Swords, the card that's telling you that it's time for rest, recuperation, meditations, time in solitude, to consult with your higher self and inner guidance. As I was saying that, I saw 2112 on the timer as well. So those of you are into angel numbers, do check them out, because I feel like these are significant. So with this Four of Swords, the clarifier is the Eight of Swords. So it's like you're feeling so stuck. All you really can do is look after yourself. Like, this situation has very little room for movement. You can't sit there and stress about how things are going to pan out. That's pointless in life. You do not waste your energy like that. But while you're in this feeling of being stuck, not knowing which way the situation is going to go, how your manifestation is going to pan out, I just heard. So I feel like some of you are manifesting a partner or a reconnection, possibly. And so you're feeling kind of stuck, but you're being told to just rest, look after your body, get enough sleep, nutrition, hydration, because once you're looking after your body and feeling good and healthy, your brain will be a lot clearer, and this feeling of being stuck might actually sort of break. That gray cloud above your head might actually just go away, and the sun will come out again. So yeah, your health and your nutrition is very, very important at the moment for those of you that are going to be seeing this reading, I just heard. Okay, so in the future as well, we have the Star card. Okay, so the Star card is about alchemy, transmuting. It's about healing. It's like taking the bad and turning into something good, like learning the lesson and leaving the rest behind. But it can also be about a wish being made, like wishing on a falling shooting star. And the wish could be in regards to whatever makes you happy and makes you see the potential of a happily ever after with a person where you can build an empire. Like, this is Ten of Pentacles is about building something that you can leave behind for your kids and their kids' kids. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So some of you are wishing for a partner that can help, that can work with you to build something from the ground up. And you've been manifesting that. And I feel like some of you may feel like that person might be in your realm at the moment. And for others of you, you have a desire to heal a connection where you see this potential for you guys to be able to build something. And the funny thing is, the Star card is beneath the Knave of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, which is in regards to the messenger about something earth sign. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles beneath the Queen of Pentacles. So I really feel like this Queen of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy, mind you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is a spiritual business person. I literally heard spiritual businesswoman in some cases, and I feel like you can be their person and help them and yourself to build something from the ground up, because you see the potential with this person. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, like, you can build your happily ever after, have kids and grow old and be happy with this person and never have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills or anything for the rest of your lives. That kind of an energy. So I can understand how people want you wanting to manifest a partner like that, because that is the ideal, not having to worry about things. With the way the world is at the moment, stability and a bit of security is totally understandable for everyone to be sort of yearning for and gravitating towards. Okay, but moving into the last two cards of this reading, we have the Judgment card, which is about epiphanies, realizations, aha moments, but can also be about second chances. So it's possible that someone is divinely guided to take action towards a second chance or a reconciliation, a potential reconciliation, with someone, whether it was Queen of Pentacles or somebody else. But the last card, clarifying the Judgment card, is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about not seeing the cup of love that's being offered to you from the universe. So I almost feel like some of you will want a second chance with somebody and they're not going to see the potential that you see. Or you're going to have this realization that this is not your Ace of Cups, basically. This is not the person for you. Whether you may have had rose-colored glasses on about this person in the past and not already seen things. I really feel like there's been a drifting apart of a connection, and now that people are back in each other's orbit, there might be conversations had and things spoken about where it's kind of like, yeah, okay, maybe there was something in the past, but this time around, I don't see that potential. So that could be the case for some of you. But let me just clarify the Judgment card. I can go back. Please clarify the Judgment card. Because that cat on the Judgment card does not look happy. He's grumpy. Oh my god. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands is about victory after a long fought battle. But in reverse, that is not victory. It is not coming home to a ticker-tape parade. It is not a happy outcome. And as I was saying, the cat on this Judgment card has a scowl on his face. He's very unhappy. So it's like the judge ain't buying your argument. Like the judge on this panel that you're sort of putting your case forward is not buying your argument. They are not happy. It's no sale. And then I'm looking at I got guided to look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and some of you may not have the karma that you require to be able to reconcile with the desired person, possibly for some of you. And for others of you, you're trying to manifest someone, but what you're manifesting is like, oh, no, did I really manifest that? You weren't clear enough with the universe about what you wanted to manifest. You need to be very, very detailed and very, very clear about what you want. Because otherwise, the universe is just going to give you near enough, which is good enough. And you'll be like, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. I'm being told to pull some cards from the Tea Leaf Oracle. I will sum this up. Sorry, wrap this up now, as it is getting to almost half an hour. But let us see what we have. Archangel Michael from the Tea Leaf Oracle card. And told 3 from this lot, of course. Okay, so the first card that came out is Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So the 7 of Wands energy. Okay, then we have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And roll. And that's on the floor. Sorry, guys. Then we have Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Oh. Okay. And then, what do you have from here? What do you want to tell the fire signs? Come on. Alright, so we have Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. There you go. Celebrating overcoming that problem. And Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Very nice. Yeah, fire signs, you deserve it. If you're acting and walking in integrity, then you deserve it, buddies. You deserve it. Now I'm being called to do the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for you. These are very, very healing. This is a particularly healing deck. For any of you that are interested, that is what it looks like. If you're into shamanic medicine, or the medicine wheel, or that kind of healing teachings, then this is the deck for you. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for Aries, 1 for Leo, 1 for Sagittarius. It's just helps to sort of personalize the messages a little bit. So once again, Archangel Michael. This is for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, rising and Venus signs. What do you have, firstly, for Aries? Okay. Then Sagittarius, please. So we've got, for Aries, we have middle world in reverse. And then for Sagittarius, we have 33 magic. Wow. That's a Sun and Master energy card. And then for Leo, please. What do we have for Leo? Wow, the drum, number 15. That's come out in the upright form. So I shall just pull up these messages and read them for you because they're amazing. So, middle world is number 36, which comes down to a 9, so it's a number of completion. I think you're coming to the end of a phase in your life, which is a good thing. Okay. So we've got the essence and the medicine for reverse. Sorry, guys. Okay. This is your card, and the essence of this card reads: the middle world is the realm of day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and it is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. So, the message here is the medicine. Do not try to correct in the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet. It is important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. So there's something that you're trying to accomplish in the physical world, but you don't have the resources. You need to ask whatever higher power you believe in for a little bit of support and love, and you might be surprised how fast it comes rolling in. I just heard. Okay, so that was for Aries. Now for Sagittarius, we have number 33 in the upright, which is magic, like a really beautiful card. So the essence of this card says, this symbol represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. So your invitation is, when magic appears, you are invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking in the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance in synchronistic events, signs, symbols, and omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world.